Welcome to Trojan Football on ATMC TV. This 2014 season is brought to you by East Coast Moving, Grissett Town, Longwood, Fire and Rescue, the Haunted Trail, Southern Homes of Brunswick County, Turtle Crossing Cupcakes Espresso Bar and Bake Shop, and ATMC. You can find out more about these sponsors by visiting atmctv.com. We're out at MH Royce Stadium on this cool night. I'm Chris McKenzie. Alongside me, Mike DeSpirito with your play-by-play. And the West Brunswick Trojans tonight play host to the Hoggard Vikings. And tonight, Mike, West Brunswick's got a task on their hands.
Yes, they do.
They got a task on their hands because nobody has beat Hoggard this year. They are undefeated at 8-0, undefeated in the conference.
Right.
West Brunswick at 4-5, 2-2 in the conference.
Yeah.
However, what I think tonight, Mike, is going to tell us is how far has West Brunswick come? What's their accomplishments? And the accomplishments that I have seen this year is growth. Yeah. I have seen a team that has played a tough schedule at the beginning of the season with Socastee and Myrtle Beach.
Right.
An away game at North Myrtle Beach, but Ashley has come in here and has dominated the 3A conference, the 3A teams in this conference,
right.
Topsail and South Brunswick, in South Brunswick.
Right.
But tonight, they play another 4A team out of Wilmington. We can look and see that we talked about the best loss they had this season was against the other 4A rival in Wilmington, the Laney Buccaneers,
right.
and coming out short. And I keep mentioning that each game, but I want to talk to you a little bit about the accomplishments that they have succeeded at this year.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about their attitude, whether they believe in themselves coming into this game, because it's easy to come against a team and all the talk is about Hoggard.
Sure.
Haven't been beat.
Right.
So I want to talk about their attitude. And then I want to talk about this game, win or lose. What is it going to tell us going forward from here?
Yeah. Well, you allude to your first comment, Chris, about the shape of the team and where we're at from where we started. You know, if we recall, we started 0-4 to start the season off. Played some tough competition out of conference.
Right.
But since then have played better. Defense has stepped up. Offensive line has been playing better. We've been running and passing the ball better. So the team as a whole is starting to gel, and that's going to be critical for tonight because the team is going to have to play as a team to win this game. Being trick-or-treat tonight, West Brunswick is going to have to do maybe a few tricks to get some treats in the end zone possibly.
Exactly.
They just need to keep doing what they've been doing, Chris, but here's some things that you cannot do against a Hoggard team, and that's have turnovers and costly penalties.
That's correct. And any game, turnovers will cost you points on the board. And you're right. We have got to play a near perfect game to come in here and can compete with Hoggard.
Right.
We're not saying that Hoggard cannot be beat, though.
Absolutely.
And that's where I want to talk about where this team has come and how it has grown. Win or lose tonight, I believe that this team right here, West Brunswick Trojans, it's going to determine how they move forward into the last game at Ashley, in which we know that they haven't won a game.
Right.
But it's going to propel us into the playoffs with either a good attitude or a bad attitude.
Right.
And, you know, that's what I'm looking for tonight. I'm looking for a team, win or lose, that fights all the way to the last second of the fourth quarter.
Sure.
And I believe that they can do that and hold their heads up even at the end of this game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and maybe sneak out of here with an upset.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely a possibility because you think about the game we went to New Hanover last week and played up there, and actually were competitive in that game. Had 2 touchdowns called back for penalties. And those are the things I was alluding to earlier. Those kind of things you just can't have, specifically playing against a New Hanover or a Hoggard team that just can basically score points at will. But something that they're going to have to do tonight, I believe, for Hoggard to be competitive, for us to be competitive with Hoggard, is they're going to have to play basically flawless football, and they're going to have to put pressure on the quarterback defensively.
Yeah. Well, sit back. Last home game of the night. We're going to get your popcorn out, and we're going to have us a game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
All right, Chris, here come the Trojans here. West Brunswick Trojans hosting the Hoggard Vikings tonight, and as we saw the coin toss, the offense is going to come out first for West Brunswick, so we'll see if they can continue, throwing and passing the ball as successfully as they've had the past couple of games.
Yeah, and Mike, it's a cool, brisk night. It's Halloween night. All the goblins and ghosts are coming out.
That's right.
And Trojans come out, and they're all black uniforms.
Yes,
so I would think that was a representation of their Halloween costumes here.
Could be.
But I actually like their all black.
Yeah.
All black, green numbers. And, they're going to have to, like you said in the pregame, they're going to have to pull out some tricks and maybe in this game to but if they can come out here, and obviously Hoggard deferred and we get the ball. But, one thing that I had written down is score first. And, and that sort of, builds your confidence.
Sure.
Hey, we can score. And what it does to Hoggard, it says, hey, what's happening here?
Exactly.
And maybe it's that kooky Halloween night, something maybe.
Well, we got the Halloween theme playing right now.
I do think talent-wise, Hoggard's got some bigger size, maybe some more speed. Maybe.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know. They're 8-0. The record stands for itself.
Yeah, we got Quillen Moore and Bubba McCray back in deep for the Trojans.
Which is one person that can break this game wide open.
Absolutely. All right, Hoggard kicks off. It is going to Bubba McCray. Going to get it on about the 5-yard line. Muffs the football, and it is touchback. Lost the handle on that, Chris, and just went into the end zone, so that's going to be a touchback for West Brunswick. They'll get it at the 20.
That's probably well played there to come out to the 20-yard line because I don't think he was going to get nowhere.
That'll give West Brunswick 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line. Something that West Brunswick offense is missing tonight is the tight end, Hunter Cheney.
Yes.
Is out, suffered a concussion last week against New Hanover. Didn't practice this week, and he's out tonight.
Looked like a 4-3 defense.
4-3 defense. And Bubba McCray to the far side.
There
He's got a seam. He's got a hole over there, Chris. A first down. Nice pickup there for Bubba McCray off that far side off tackle. Gets up to about 12-yard pickup. First down for Trojans.
Yeah, it was almost as though Hoggard sort of
it's like they almost anticipated that coming to the middle.
Well, the middle or to this outside over here, this wide side of the field, the near side over here. And
matter of fact, he had one man.
Against the Vikings.
That's going to be another 15-yard penalty there. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think they've changed we'll see if that was flagrant or if it was.
That's flagrant.
That's a 15-yarder, Chris. That's going to put the ball for the Trojans up to about their 48-yard line. But on that run for Bubba, if you one defender is all he had. If you could have got one block out there from the wideout. Of course, the wideout was further down.
Right.
One block would have sprung him. It would be a different game.
I like what they're doing here. They're putting.
They are. We got trips in the back.
They're putting fullback in the slot.
They got a slot and fullback. There's Bubba up the middle, and gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
It looks like to me they got Gore more of a slot H-back sort of set, and then they got Shaquem, another speedster in there at fullback.
Right. That's a loss of almost one for West that balled back to their 47. Second down for the Trojans.
We'll see how this running team.
Looks like a far side defensive end came in basically in the block, Chris, on that far side.
I'm looking to see.
Now you got an I formation in the backfield, two wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Hunter under center. He drops back to pass, and I think we good pass and catch right there, but I think we've got motion on the far side receiver.
Well, Mike, that could be a little bit of just anxious to get up there and snap the football.
Could be.
Quarterback not checking to make sure everybody's set. Yep. Or he could have left early. I didn't really see it. But what I was going to say is that there's going to be a point in this ball game, and we'll see how the running game goes for the Trojans. But there's going to have to be a point where they're going to have to throw the football successfully, I think, to be able to compete with Hoggard tonight.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've been a believer in. We became more versatile. We can throw the football.
Yeah. That's about second and 15 now. Second, almost 16 for West Brunswick. Ball spotted back at their 42 after the motion penalty. He's looking back to pass, and he's got a man. He's throwing downfield. It's gotten hung up there, and it is incomplete. And that receiver became a defender right there, Chris, with Daquan Burgess. That was intended for Daquan down the sideline. But there was almost triple coverage on that play.
Well, you cannot put that much air up under the ball. Not with that triple coverage on anything, but that just hung up there too long. Is what I'm trying to say.
That puts you at third and 16 for West Brunswick.
Win one of Ocean City Chevrolet's all-new 2014 Silverado.
Hunter in the shotgun formation now. Hunter keeps that, goes up the middle, runs into the line there, and picks up about maybe 3. That's going to put West at about a 4th and 13 roughly. It's going to put them in a punting position there, Chris. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line of West Brunswick.
Well, don't want to jinx him here on Halloween, Mike, but let's talk about this long snap here. We've had some trouble with it here the last couple of ball games.
Yeah, we have. We've had some trouble with it, and as we alluded to in the pregame, penalties like that, that cost you drive right there. I mean, you had the ball going. That punt's going to be down at about the Hoggard 32-yard line.
Number 5.
That'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. But you get a drive, you get a good run, you get a penalty tacked on top of that, then you get a procedure call, put you back at second. You get an incomplete pass. Now you're 3rd and 16, and I tell you, those penalties can change a drive.
Well, we
quick.
talked about a near perfect game, and inside of that statement, what we're talking about is just not how they play, but how they mentally play.
Yeah.
And penalties, you can't have many of them against a team like Hoggard.
All right, Hoggard's got the ball 1st and 10 from their 32. They got a man in motion to the near side. The defense is shifting. Quick handoff to the near side, and he's met right there at the line of scrimmage. Trying to see who that made that tackle. Looks like maybe Tariq Thomas.
But, I think Tariq Thomas was in there.
Huge tackle by number 8, Tariq Thomas.
I believe even number 9 came all the way across from the
wide
side.
Something else, Chris, we mentioned the last home game when we played Topsail. That was back to the line. That gives Vikings another 2nd and 10 from the 32. But Tariq Thomas, the game he played against Topsail here during the homecoming
he had
game,
a good game.
He had an excellent game. Him and Nate Gilbert, Josh Helton, all 3 of those guys played well, in particular that game. He's back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's got a man in the flat, wide open, Chris. Downfield, got behind number 11, Chris Ash, and that ball gets down to, looks like the ball is going to get down to about the West Brunswick 22-yard line.
Well, Mike, I tell you what, those either a miss assignment or just pure blown coverage for somebody to get that wide open.
Yeah.
For their hospitality for our officials.
Yeah, and we talked earlier about, that we don't really need to bring up all Hoggard stats and everything, but, they're versatile, both throwing the ball and running the ball.
Yeah.
They're effective both ways.
Well, hey, Mike, I'll make a statement here. Anybody can throw the football if you're going to be that wide open.
Well, absolutely. And if you have that much time to just sit in the pocket.
Yes.
That's one thing we talked about is West Brunswick's defense is going to have to put pressure. There's a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he is wide open, and he's in the end zone from the 22-yard line. And that's a touchdown, Vikings.
Number 5.
Well, that was very easy. It looked too easy.
Yes, it did.
Touchdown.
I didn't see hardly any pursuit in the middle of that defense.
No pursuit. The whole interior of the defense collapsed.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So you got 8:47 in the first quarter, and Hoggard has put it in the end zone.
Chili cheese, Coral peanuts, candy chips, sunflower seeds, and ice cold drinks. Tonight we have hot chocolate.
The kick is up, and it looks like it's good.
The kick is good by number 3, Caleb Kuhn.
Looks like it's good, Chris. So now with 8:47, it's Hoggard 7, West Brunswick nothing.
The West Brunswick High School Band would like to thank the following businesses:
Mike, let's talk about Grisham Longwood and Fire and Rescue, the Haunted Trail.
Big night tonight for them.
Yes, it is. Can you survive the Grisham Longwood Fire and Rescue Haunted Trail? You will go in, but will you come out? Admissions are $10. Person for all ages. Under 5 is free. Hours of operation runs from 7 p.m. until on October, the 31st, because tonight's the last night.
Right.
Location, 758 Longwood Road, Ocean Isle Beach. For more information, you contact them at 910-287-3030. Email them at station31atmc.net or visit www.grishittownfire.com. You can also find them on Facebook. Just search Grisham Longwood. 7th year they've done this, Mike. Annual fundraiser for the fire department. Started in 2009, won 2010 and 11 WWAY TV award for the best haunted attraction.
I tell you, I hope it's been very successful for them again this year. Great community service, obviously. You know, local fire departments that respond to all kinds of things in the county, that local area. All right, Chris, Harger getting ready to kick off. Ball spotted at the 40. That ball is being kicked. Now it's going to go to Quinlan Moore's got it. He mishandles it. He picks it up. He's to the 15, goes to the far side, still on his feet. He's getting to the outside edge. He's still on his feet. And it looks like the kicker. Well, not the kicker. Looked like maybe the kicker got him, but it was one of the smaller players down there needed a block. But he gets that up to about the 20. It looks like they're going to spot it about the 28-yard line. So not a bad run back.
No, it wasn't. And
real good right about now, Mr. Sight.
Everybody went to this side. He just sort of reverse field a little bit there.
Yeah, reverse field. Got it up to the 28-yard line of West Brunswick. So here comes the offense again for their second drive. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. I formation in the backfield. Hunter back to pass, and he's looking, and there's a quick strike up the middle right there. Daquan Burgess, he's still got it. Nice carry up there, Chris. Nice hit, quick. Look, a little slant to the middle.
Mike, that's what's going to work for
that may be there for all night.
Look, I want, and when you watch this on TV, I want the audience to watch. The defensive line, our offensive line is not going to be able to hold that defensive line too long.
Right.
I mean, you ain't Hunter ain't got much time. Those quick slants will work.
Exactly. That gets the ball up to the West Brunswick 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for West Brunswick. Under center. He's dropping back again. Bubba McCray gets met right there in the backfield. Chris comes off that far side.
I didn't count them, but, man, it looked like Honger's defense had about 6 on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
They was expecting that
run.
Well,
that moves them back. That's about a 3-yard loss. Let's say second and a long 13 right there. But they're bringing more guys up to the line that the offensive lineman can block.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, if they continue to do that, I mean, this offensive line, I mean, like I said, quick slants may work.
Right. There's a quick shot to Jakeem up the middle there, Chris, and he gets met. He gets about maybe 2 out of that. They're going to spot him up to about the 45-yard line.
I still don't think he's back at line of scrimmage.
No, he's not at the original line. That's going to make him about 3rd and 11.
Pickup of about 2.
Mike, I was looking. I've heard rumors about how Hoggard was ranked top 10 and stuff like that. I looked actually in Max Prep. They're actually ranked 35th in the state.
Okay.
And in the 4A division, they're somewhere up in the 24-25 rank.
Right.
But still a very good team.
Yeah, Hunter back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's got some time, Chris. He's got it up in the middle there, and there's just off the hands of the defender right there. Looks like Daquan tried to go in there and grab that.
Well, you had
but they were looking across the middle. Yeah, you had 5 defensive backs back there, but
so
that's a second drive now. You get basically a 3 and out.
If they continue to keep us in those 3rd and 11s, 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 12 long situations, if they're down, they're going to be able to drop it back into a nickel defense. And, and it's going to be hard to throw the football.
Yeah. 4th and 11 now. Dylan Howard back to pass, and he's going to back to kick. Comes off the side of his foot. That looks like that's going to go out. They're going to spot that at the
number 5, Dylan Howard with the punt.
Looks like they're going to spot that about the Hoggard 42-yard line. just kind of shanked off the side of his foot there. All right, Chris, defense got a task. They got a task ahead of them now. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 42. Hoggard 7, West Brunswick nothing. 6:39 to go in the first quarter. He's back to pass, Chris. He's rolling to the far side. Looks to the far side. Throws it back to the near side with a man wide open. The cornerback got turned in and blocked out. That was a pickup of about, looks like about 25 yards on that pass play. Ball up to the West Brunswick 36-yard line.
Another blown coverage wide open over here on the narrow side of the field. No linebacker, nobody picked him up.
No, nobody sealed that up right there. No help over there at all.
I believe that the outside linebacker is going to have to pick that up.
That's going to be 1st and 10 for Hoggard at the West Brunswick 30. Looks like about the 33 is where they got it spotted. Got a man in motion. He's looking to pass again, Chris. Got a man in a flat, wide open again. Looks like got up right at the first down marker, giving them a lot of cushion over there, Chris. Giving them a lot of. I don't know if they're worried about the speed getting behind them or if they're just giving that they're giving almost a 4 or 5 yard cushion right there. That's going to be 2nd and 1. That's a pickup of about 9 for Hoggard. Ball at the West Brunswick 28-yard line. Quick slant, just like we had there, Chris. Quick slant to the inside, pick up first down. Got the first down plus about 5 up to about the West Brunswick 20-yard line for 1st and 10.
First down for the Vikings. Ladies and gentlemen, ticket, a seatbelt ticket costs $161 in North Carolina. So
well, the defense is going to have to wake up, Mike.
Well, yeah, they're.
Law enforcement and the North Carolina Governor Highway Safety.
I don't know if they're out of position. They're a little confused on who's doing what. There's a handoff to the tailback to the far side. Goes off the right, the far side tackle. Gets up to, looks like about a pickup of about 5 for him. Up to the West Brunswick 15-yard line.
Kevin Thompson, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 7.
It'll be 2nd and 5 now for Hoggard.
Timmy King.
Man, our front line on them looks like, I look at Max Preps on that too. They look like their offensive line's average is probably 240, 250.
Yeah.
They're anywhere from 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", even all the way up to 6'5".
Yeah, they're
pretty big offensive line.
They're larger than, certainly larger than our defensive front, that's for sure. Rolling to the near side, Chris. He's looking in the end zone. He's got a pass. He's wide open again right there on the 6. Gives a little juke and gets down to about the 2.
AT&T, Turtle Crossing Cupcakes.
Wide open in that flat there.
Number 22 with a big catch.
The thing I've noticed about the receiving core for the Vikings, Chris, is they actually block. And they I mean, if you're not getting the ball, you're blocking. You're not just standing there watching the play.
I mean, hey, you know, coaching down in that recreational league like I have for 9 or 10 years, you've got to teach edge blocking, and everybody's got to block, and that's hard at that age. But
that's 1st and goal for Hoggard.
It's hard at this age also.
3. Tailback up the middle. He's met at the line there, so that's a stuff right there at the line of scrimmage there. Host of defenders there. Looks like they got a man down there for the Vikings.
Number 45, Brandon Worley.
Got an injury timeout, Chris. Let's do another sponsor.
Okay, let's talk about East Coast Moving LLC.
Okay.
East Coast Moving is Brunswick County's local moving company that is licensed and experienced to work from Maine to Florida. Not only do they offer both household and commercial moves, but several specialty services like professional packing, on-site loading, or on-site unloading. Since 2003, East Coast Moving has been recognized by our community and the state of North Carolina, winning several awards. Their monthly diesel discounts, which is mentioned on the website at eastcoastmovingllc.com, and you can find them online or you can reach them by telephone any Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 at 910-755-2058. And you can stop in at the new office on Highway 17 beside Coastal Tires at East Coast Moving. A smooth move with us. It's a sure thing. That's SHORE.
All right. Well, we still got that injury, Chris, down there. 4:13 in the first quarter. Hoggard 7, West Brunswick nothing. I'll tell you what, we got time. Let's do a senior highlight here, Chris.
Yes, sir.
And we've got
it's a good time to do a senior night tonight.
Senior night tonight, that's right. That's Dalton Van Steen, 6'1", 225, age 17, wears number 65. His hometown is Supply. Plays offensive line, plays a variety of spots on offense. A pretty versatile lineman for West Brunswick. Done a little snapping, done some tackle and some guard. Plans to attend NC State University.
Great school.
Wants to be a nuclear engineer. Favorite food is steak. His favorite NFL team is the Panthers. His favorite college team is the State. Doesn't really have a favorite player, but that's a little bit about Dalton Van Steen. He's been a good athlete here for.
Well, hey,
for West.
Nuclear engineer? You kidding me?
Absolutely.
Hey, yeah, obviously he's a good student.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only can he play football and
not only is
he's good in the classroom.
I'm a State fan, but if you're going to go to engineering, North Carolina State's definitely one school to look at.
Yeah. All right, Chris. So he's off looks like he's going off under his own power. So that's going to give second and goal now.
Well, that was the best defensive stand they've made here on a.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got any yardage. I
don't think he got bad. I think he got bad. Man, it looks like he may even lost a yard on that, Chris. But second and goal now for Hoggard. Let's say on the West Brunswick, let's say 3. Another carry, and looks like he's in that time, right up the middle.
Yeah. That hole
kind of found the hole. Looks like he was heading off tackle, found the hole, kind of busted it back up the middle, and in for the touchdown for the Harvard Vikings.
That's a big hole.
It is. It was a huge hole. So you got 4:09 in the first quarter. It's it's Hoggard 13, West Brunswick nothing.
The games are also available on demand and online.
And the kick is up, and it looks like it's good. And it is.
The kick is up, and it is good.
Well, Chris, that's what we talked about in the pregame. Is we can't let this thing get a runaway, become a runaway for West Brunswick. But when you come out offensively and you continue to get 3 and outs, and the defense obviously hasn't figured out yet, how to stop it.
Well, look, we got a break at the very first series that we had. We got the ball first. 15-yard penalty. We got the ball up here, around the 50-yard line. And we had a short field, and we stubbed our toe with a penalty.
Right.
And we never could recover from that.
Right.
3rd and 15, or whatever it was there. Second and 15. And then went to third and 15. And we, like I said, we talked about that quick slant that worked. It's not going to work every play, obviously. We got to establish some type of a little bit of a running game.
Yeah.
Bubba had a nice run off the weak side over there.
Yeah.
So we got to put some more of those things together. And like I said, I still do believe that we're going to have to throw the ball successfully to beat this team.
Right.
I just don't think we're going to be able to run it down their throats.
Right. Well, the running game really hasn't been successful thus far. Other than the initial run that Bubba had off the far side, like you alluded to. But beyond that, we really haven't run the ball. All right, Hoggard getting ready to set the kick off for West Brunswick. Back again is Bubba McCray and Quinlan Moore, and that's going to go to Bubba McCray this time. He's going to get that on about the 12. He's going to run up the middle. It's coming to the near side of the field. He's got a little bit of a seam there. Gets hit on about the 30-yard line of West Brunswick.
Yeah, number 42 with Hoggard put a pretty good hit.
Yeah, put a shot on him, yep. So the offense comes back. Chris, if they could just get a drive sustained and 14 points is not an overcome. It's not a devastating.
No, unfortunately, it's happened within the first 8 minutes of the ball game.
Yes.
So, you're right.
All right, West 1st and 10 from their 30, 2 wideouts to the far side. Hunter back to pass, and he's looking downfield, and he's going to the far side to the outside edge. He's got Quinlan Moore. And he's still on his feet, it looks like he stepped out of bounds. Fighting for some more extra yardage. Nice pass down there by Hunter to that outside edge there. It gets down to the, looks like the Hoggard 40, almost the 45-yard line, just outside.
That was a nice pass, but I'm going to tell you something. You don't realize that long of a pass on an out pattern or down the sideline, that's a hard throw. And that was an excellent throw by Hunter.
Yeah, it was. Good effort by Quinlan getting extra yardage after that catch, trying to pick up a few extra yards. All right, so that's giving 1st and 10 now. Hunter under center now. Single back in the backfield. Bubba McCray off to the far side. He's going up the middle. Looks like he's
30, Bubba McCray, your ball carrier.
Looks like he's up the middle there. Picks up about 2 yards there, Chris. It's been on 2nd and 8. I tell you, other than the first run, I think that's the first successful run play we've had with positive yardage.
Yeah, that's a long 2 yards right there he got, maybe close to 3.
It is. Yeah.
He's we're going to have to be able to be successful some.
Right.
But no. It looks like maybe one of Hoggard's weakness, maybe their secondary.
Could be. 2nd and 8 now from the Hoggard 44-yard line.
I don't know.
Bubba McCray to the far side. Looks like he's met right there. He's got some progress, but he was met again.
Well, number 42 introduced himself to Bubba again.
Yeah, same guy that got him on the kickoff. That's right. That gets pick up about 3 there. Let's say 3rd and 5 for West Brunswick. Third and five, Chris. You probably might even see that slant pass again with a third and 5. Go for the first down. 2 wideouts to the near side now. 1 to the far side. There's Hunter with the keepers coming to the near side. He's got the first down, looking for some blocks. He's got some help on the outside. And he gets up to about the Hoggard, looks like the 25-yard line. Nice keeper there by Hunter Ashburn, Chris. Break that to the outside edge.
Well, that's another
That's 1st and 10 now for West Brunswick at the Hoggard 25.
That's another weapon that they're going to have to use tonight, Mike. That's what I was trying to say. Maybe booting him like that. Maybe he even dropping back everybody. He's got the ability to scramble and on a passing situation and tuck it under his arm as run. And that might have to happen more tonight.
You got I formation in the backfield. There's a quick hit to
that's Shaquem.
Quick hit to Shaquem right there.
I think it was Shaquem.
Yeah, it was.
Again, that's a new. Well, it's not a new formation, but
13, Shaquem Hill,
we're not used to seeing Shaquem in a fullback.
Right, that's new in the arsenal of the playbook.
Yes,
that's
it is.
Right. Yeah, pick up of about. That's a long 1 right there. Let's say second, almost 2nd and 9, maybe a long 8 for West Brunswick. The ball almost at the 23-yard line. See, one thing we're missing tonight, Chris, is we're missing the tight end on the blocking edge. We'll see what the penalty is now. That looks like maybe a false start right there, and it is.
Now, Mike,
false start.
That's what killed us on that last
right there. That's a mental mistake.
I mean, I don't know who's not getting set or if somebody's leaving early.
Yeah, they're just.
But that's just enough to make a coach pull his hair out.
Yeah, because that's going to pull you.
I mean, come on. I mean.
Yeah, because that's gonna put you at second and roughly almost 13. 2 wideouts to the far side now. Hunter back to pass, and he's looking for a quick hit, and it's got deflected at the line of scrimmage. That goes out of bounds, so that's going to be a 3rd and 13 now for West Brunswick.
Well, there's the advantage of having a tall defensive front. And
absolutely,
of course, Hunter's not very tall, so I mean, might have to roll him out a little bit. Well, on those quick slants, you ain't got time to roll out like that, but. He's got to be able to see over top of them tall trees.
Sure he does. That number 6, I mean, he's a tall young man. I bet he's probably 6'3". 6'3", maybe a little bit taller, and just stuck his big paw up there and batted it away. 3rd and 13 now. 2 wideouts to the far side for West, 1 to the near side. And it looks like we did it again.
Well, I don't know if we did. I think that might have been encroachment.
We'll see how they call that. Call that encroachment over there, but it looked like number 6, Daquan took off. I don't know if he took off because he was drawn off or they're going to call that offsides on Hoggard, so that's going to move the ball 5 yards.
Well, that just gives us our 5 yards back.
It gives us our 5 yards back. That puts them in a 3rd, let's say 3rd and 8 now for West Brunswick. Ball at the Hoggard 23. Trips to the far side now, Chris. You got trips to the far side. You got two backs in the backfield. Hunter in a shotgun formation. He's looking back to pass. He's looking to pass. He's got a man right, and that was just stepped in front of. Pass intended for Daquan Burgess on the far side. Looks like a flag on the play, though.
For the Trojans. Don't forget to sign up.
Mike, who's the flag on?
I'm trying to see. It's on. I think it's on West Brunswick, but I haven't seen any indication yet.
We got a flag on the play.
I haven't even seen a call. Another false start on West Brunswick, Chris. I'm telling you. That's
that's probably
somebody's
be,
not. They just don't have their head in the game or something.
Well, that's declined. That puts us in 4th and 8.
That's a 4th and 8 now. So
Illegal procedure on the Trojans. It was declined.
So we're going to go for that 4th and 8 for West Brunswick. Ball spotted at the Hoggard 23-yard line. Shaquem and Bubba McCray in the backfield. Two wideouts to the near side. Hunter back to pass. He's rolling to the near side. He's got some time. He's sitting back there. One of the receivers needs to come back. He's got a little bit of a seam. He cuts it back up. He's got the first down, Chris. He's up to the 5. He's up to the 3.
Mike, I just alluded to it a while ago. You put Hunter in a pass. I mean, I think we're going to have to throw the football. If it ain't open, Hunter's got the ability to scramble and make something happen.
Right.
That's what's going to happen tonight, and more than once for us to be able to win this football game.
That puts West Brunswick first and goal. First and goal from about the Hoggard 3-yard line. There's Bubba. He's lost 2 on that.
I'll tell you what, they're expecting that.
Yeah.
Whew. You might have the quarterback boot that again. They were looking for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a loss of 2. Back to the 5. Still 2nd and goal now from the West Brunswick 5. Clock's running, 32 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Well, he's met
right at the line of scrimmage by the linebacker.
Yeah.
Linebacker filled that hole.
That's number 42.
42 met
and I'm telling you,
filled that hole right there.
He continues.
Yep.
He continues to introduce himself to Bubba. I tell you, it's like he's not getting touched.
Well, we're going. That's the end of the first quarter, Chris, with Hoggard 14, West Brunswick nothing. Let's do another advertisement here. Let's do ATMC TV.
Okay. ATMC not only offers local telephone services, but also a wide variety of additional services, including high-speed internet, cable TV, wireless, business communications, and security. From those early days to today, our top priority has always been to provide our customers with communication services at an excellent value with outstanding customer service. ATMC is a local company with local priorities, and contact them today at 910-754-4311 or check them out on the web at www.atmc.net. And we definitely appreciate ATMC for making all this happen for us here on Friday nights at MH Rourke Stadium.
This being our last home game and the coverage, unless we get an opportunity to cover the playoff games, we certainly appreciate the opportunity they give us to do this and the things that they actually do, not just here at West Brunswick, but in the community.
Well, and we haven't. I don't think we meant to talk much about that, but we do know that they have solidified a home playoff game.
Yes,
being that they have won their conference within inside a conference. Let's say.
Look at it that way, Chris. We do play in a split conference like you talked about, and we're conference champions in the 3A part.
That's correct.
So,
that's correct.
They are champions. regardless of what the scoreboard says right this minute. I mean, you're looking at, we had the ball at first and goal at the 3-yard line. Now we're at third and goal from about the 8-yard line. So, unfortunately, at least this drive, we're going in the wrong direction.
Well, yeah,
got some spooky tunes going on here.
Yeah,
tonight, Chris,
I see that,
Halloween.
man. And it's a. It feels like Halloween. It's a little chilled out here. I got my hoodie on.
Yeah. Maybe somebody will come by and give us some free candy.
Well, I've already had a little bit of Fritos over there. I didn't see no candy in the bag.
All right, Chris. Starting of the second quarter here. Beginning of the second quarter, West Brunswick has the ball on the Hoggard 8-yard line. Third down, third and goal.
Look at they piling that line up, boy. I'm
Piling
telling
the
you.
line. There's a quick slant inside, and hit Quinlan right in the hands. That pass was on the line, Chris. The pass was a good pass. It hit him right in the hands.
Well, I'm telling you what, 1-on-1, I think our receivers has a good chance of beating Hoggard's corners, and that's right there. It was
missed opportunity. Yeah, huge missed opportunity right there. That could have changed the whole complexion of the ball game, and we may get another chance here because still 4th and 8.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you put 3 points on the board, or you go ahead and go for it.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not. To be honest with you, I'm not sure if we have the ability to put 3 points on the board.
Well, if we do, I mean, I'd hate to walk away with.
But they're lining up. Oh, absolutely. But you got 2 wideouts to the far, 1 to the near side. Fourth and goal from the Hoggard 8 for West Brunswick. Hunter back to pass. He's got some pressure. He throws the ball, and it's thrown short.
Pass is incomplete.
Throwing short. Got some pressure on that far edge over there, Chris. Just wasn't able to plant and set and just get a good push on the ball.
Yeah, I mean.
So that turns it over on downs. That's going to be Hoggard's ball at their 8-yard line.
Even if caught, that ball had never had a chance. That was short of the end zone.
Yeah.
And we talked about it, Mike, and we alluded to it. When you get opportunities inside the 5-yard line like we had it, and first and goal,
right.
you got to stick it in to be able to compete with these guys.
Right. All right, Chris Hoggard with the ball, 1st and 10. Hand off to the right up the middle, and he's met right there, about a pickup of 5 there, maybe 6. We'll see where they give him the spot.
Number 36, your ball carrier, Kevon Thompson.
That's a pickup of 5 there. That gives Hoggard 2nd and 5.
Excuse me.
Ball spotted on about there, looks like about their 13-yard line. Rolling to the near side, Chris. Quick pitch to the outside edge. He's got a hole. He's got a seam. He cuts back across the grain and gets up to, he's not tackled, not hit until he gets up to about the Hoggard 39-yard line. Saw that hole and cut it back across the field, Chris, when nobody was there.
Well, that's just a little option right there. The defensive end on this wide side over here had the quarterback. And then, you got people assigned to the quarterback.
Right,
people assigned to the pitch guy.
Right.
And there just wasn't nobody. There was good edge blocking like we talked about.
That's right.
And it was
so
wide
that's
open.
1st and 10 for Hoggard. The ball spotted at their 39-yard line. Back to pass. He's rolling to the near side, Chris. He's got some pressure. He throws up a duck, and that is picked. It was picked. Looked like it was picked by Chris Ash. It threw out of his hands and almost fell into the lap of a Hoggard Viking.
Well, we got to catch some of those balls. We got to catch our wide receivers. Got to catch them. Our defensive backs got to catch them.
Yep.
We got to catch some of those footballs.
Yeah,
we got to take advantage of those opportunities.
Absolutely.
I mean, there are too many opportunities already here in a quarter and a half that has passed us by.
Yeah. Yep. 2nd and 10 now. Hoggard trips to the far side. Single back in the backfield. He's back to pass. He's looking for a quick shot over there, and he's got it. He's got blockers up ahead of him, and he gets up. Pickup of about, looks like maybe 6, almost 7 yards. That quick slant pass out there.
Pass is complete, brings up a 3rd down for the
It's not even a slant pass. I guess they call that a little hitch pass, I guess, out there
Yes.
at the line of scrimmage. So that brings up, let's say, 3rd and 3 for Hoggard. Ball at their 46-yard line. Now they got I formation in the backfield. Hand off to the tailback up the middle. He's got the first down, +5.
And he slung for another 2.
And he slung for another 2. So that's a first down for Hoggard into West Brunswick territory. The ball has got up to about the West Brunswick 40, looks like about the 44-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to ask about the all-new 2015 Chevy Colorado. The all-new Colorado reinvents the mid-size truck. Go see it at Ocean City Chevrolet today.
Single setback now for Hoggard. Quick pitch to the far side. Blocked out, Chris. There's a good tackle right there by.
Once again, number 36.
Looks like Jimmy Cochran on that tackle, but that's up about the first down marker. I'm telling you, the defense on that side of the ball that time got totally kicked out.
For the Vikings.
It's another first down. It's like we've talked about before. When you got your safety making tackles back there, that's not a good sign.
Go to the concession stand.
Typically, 9:24 clock running in the second quarter. First and 10 for Hoggard. Ball spotted right at the West Brunswick 35. Looks like we got a flag.
Chocolate. We got a flag on the field.
We got a false start on Hoggard. That'll push him back 5.
Mike, I've been looking at some live scoring. I've been trying to find it. I got some here for everybody.
All right.
Laney 21, Ashley 12.
Wow.
New Hanover 7, South Brunswick 7.
Wow.
And
all right, Chris. That's going to move Hoggard back 1st and 15. Ball spotted right at their 40.
I don't know if they're going to call
another
movement or
that looks like that's encroachment on the defense right there.
I think that's a number.
Thursday night.
We'll give that right back to them.
We'll be at home. Come check us out.
Yeah, we
See
keep.
Mr. Mark Jones.
I don't know how we keep making mistakes like that. We get them backed up like that, put them in long. It's just mental.
Yeah,
it's just mental
It is.
mistakes.
Yep. 2 wideouts to the near side now. Single back set for Hoggard. Man in motion. Drops back to pass. He's looking downfield, and he's got a man going to the flat in the corner. And it's caught. And that's a touchdown. Looks like Jimmy Cochran might have had a beat on that, Chris, and just couldn't.
Nah.
I don't know if he just lost the ball or didn't look for the ball.
Well, the defender was behind him, and he just
The
never.
receiver
could-
was behind him.
The receiver was behind
receiver
him.
was
and
behind
he
him,
allowed
yeah.
the receiver behind
Yeah,
him. But
yeah.
I mean, you look. In high school, you get 2 or 3 yard separation.
Right.
You're open. I mean,
Well,
when
when you get a pass, particularly you get that pass, and then you have a quarterback that can throw it to your backside shoulder,
Yes.
where the defender can't get it, then that makes it even worse for the defense. But 8:57 to go in the second quarter, and it's Hoggard 21, West Brunswick nothing.
Well, Mike, we talked a little bit, or I brought up, what can we bring from this game? What's this game going to do? And I talked about win or lose. It's going to define who these guys are.
Yes.
Going forward.
Yeah.
And right now they're down 21-0.
Yeah.
They either going to hang their heads down and allow this thing to get out of control, or they're going to they're going to dig their feet in and get in the trenches and come out of this thing with something positive.
Right. Right.
Put it on.
Well, we've had opportunities to touch the football, Chris, as far as offensively. I mean, we've gotten it down inside the 3. We've had opportunities to have interceptions, get the ball back,
and 4 tries and 3-yard line, and we can't get it in.
Right.
And so that's not good. But I mean, looks like to me, when you get inside the 10-yard line like that, I mean, they're stacking that defensive front up there. There ain't no running that ball up the middle, I don't believe.
Well, we had a touchdown. It just unfortunately went in and out of Quinlan's hands. So
yeah, but I was talking when he was on the other side.
Well, yeah,
over there.
yeah.
I mean, the first down, second down.
Right.
I mean, we just.
All right, Hoggard kicking off, and that's looks like going to Quinlan Moore now. He's going to get that on about his 10-yard line. Trying to make a seam to the far side. He gets cut up the middle, Chris. He's got a seam, still on his feet, and finally gets drugged down about almost to the 40-yard line. Nice run back there by Quinlan. That's going to be West Brunswick take over on their 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, I can believe temperatures dropped by another 5 degrees because it sure does feel like it.
It has. You know what? There's no wind blowing, so let's be thankful for that. Because if it was windy, that'd be unbelievable. All right, 1st and 10, Chris. Ball spotted at West Brunswick 40-yard line. Trips to the near side here.
Yeah.
Single back in the backfield. Hunter in a shotgun formation. Quick handoff there to Bubba McCrae's coming to the near side. May have got back to the line of scrimmage. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like maybe pick up a 1. Let's give him 2nd and 9 from the 41. Trips again to the near side here, Chris. Hunter's looking. He's back to pass. He's got a man in the flat there, and it looked like he was all over his back there, but there's no flag. There's a flag now, but I think that
flag on the field.
It's a flag on the field, but I don't know if that's. I don't know if they're calling that on. That might be on Daquan Burgess for an unsportsmanlike conduct. That sure did come from a long way away, though. But that should have been the guy to call the flag. We'll see what we got here. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe they picked it up because I don't see.
Flag is against the Vikings.
No, it is pass interference, so they are going to call it. I guess he was thinking about it for a minute.
Yeah. That was close.
So that, it,
I mean, I really do. I mean, it was really close.
He was on his back, though, I think. So that'll put him at first. That'll give Trojans first down at the Hoggard 44-yard line.
First down for the Trojans.
Bubba to the near side. He's dancing around a little bit. He gets back up to the line. Maybe he picks up maybe 1, maybe 2. We'll see where they give him the spot.
They're just not holding their blocks out here on the edge.
No.
Mike, another update here. We got Laney now 28, Ashley 12.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Second 9 now for West from the Hoggard 43-yard line. 7:38 to go in the second quarter. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. I formation in the backfield. There's Bubba's got a hole off the far side, off that right up the middle there between that guard and
He's
center
going to be about
there.
a half yard short of the first down.
Yeah, he's going to be just short there. That's going to put him 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1.
I don't even know it's 1. I don't want to say it's.
Yeah, it might even be an inch. It looks like a half a foot. Yeah, he's got it right there. He's got the ball marker right.
Maybe a foot.
Yeah. You might see a quarterback keeper right here.
Well,
maybe.
You know what, Mike? If they stack that line up and they got an audible, I believe I'd throw the football.
Yeah.
I mean, what we got to lose? We're down 21 to nothing.
Right.
But
well, you got nobody over the center there, Chris. It might be a good time for a quarterback sneak. But you're not. There's Bubba, and he's met. There's a loss right there.
Sure. Hey, now here.
Number 30, Bubba McCray, your ball carrier.
Well, now I'm not taking any away from anybody down there, but you got to lower yourself a little bit lower, run the football a little bit lower, and but I mean he just didn't have a chance to even hardly get out of his position there.
Right.
There again, that's just.
Well, I mean, you got to get a push. The offensive line's got to get a push.
Well, they can't, Mike.
No, not
when they stacked the line like they did, and they knew it was a third. And,
right.
They're not going nowhere.
Right.
That defensive line is pushing the offensive line backwards.
Yeah.
That's the reason I think you're going to have to call something off the board there and throw the football.
Well, that's why I'm thinking
short.
because they typically don't have anybody lined up over the center. And you only have a foot to go. The center will give you at least a foot. off of that. Now you're coming back. It looks like he's got the, well, we'll see where they give him the spot.
Number 30, number 3, your ball carrier.
I believe that may be a first down.
Yeah, it looks like a first down. It looks like they're going to give him the indication. I'm telling you what, they didn't give him a good spot. They did not give him a good spot. If that's an offensive lineman, Chris, that's not good because we have no backup offensive lineman. That looks like LeGarrette Jeffries, number 66 or 56. We have depleted the in the offensive lineman category.
Yes. Let's go to a break here and let's talk about one of our other sponsors, Southern Homes of Brunswick County. Southern Homes of Brunswick County Incorporated is owned and operated by Wayne and Nanette Taylor and has been serving Brunswick County since 1995. We offer custom homes, new construction, and remodeling. We also have ready-to-sell new homes available in Calabash area. Southern Homes is your source for high-quality homes across the county and is available to meet with you to find the home that meets your price range without sacrificing craftsmanship. Relax as we build your new home so you can focus on building your family's memories. Southern Homes can be reached by phone 910-575-5566 or by email at Wayne Taylor 5566@yahoo.com. We appreciate Southern Homes being a sponsor this year.
Absolutely. We do appreciate them being on board this year. And it looks like, Chris, where they spotted the ball, I see the chains. Was that a fourth down? Was that a fourth?
That's fourth down.
That was fourth and short. So they've got that Hoggard's way because they did not give them the fourth. They did not give them the first down. They spotted that ball short. So it looks like that's going to be Hoggard's ball from their 35-yard line. That is LeGarrette Jeffries. Look like he's limping on, maybe favoring his, I don't know if it's ankle or his knee a little bit there. He had some ankle problems last year, Chris. If you remember, he rolled that in the game, missed a couple games. So I think that was a bad spot right there. My personal opinion from the official. I think he had that first down. They got trips to the far side, to the near side here, Chris. It wouldn't. Now, typically when we've seen the trips from Hoggard, you get the quick hitch pass out here, and the other guy's blocking. So you got a man in motion now to the far side for Hoggard. There's a handoff to the backside off the tackle, and he's got a hole, and he's still on his feet. He's still running, and he's gone. He won't be caught. Tariq Thomas had to chase him down, but could not get to him. That's a long run there, Chris, for Hoggard off scrimmage.
Thompson with the touchdown.
Well, I just don't really know what to say about that, Mike.
Well, I mean, there's nothing you can say. I mean, it's
that was some poor tackling.
The hole was huge, and
the guy broke some ankles.
Broke some ankles. He did. He did. So you're looking like you got almost 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. A kick is up and it's good, and it's 28 Hoggard, West Brunswick nothing.
Takes the score. Hoggard 28.
Chris, let's go ahead and do our last sponsor right there.
Okay, Turtle Crossing Cupcakes, Espresso Bar and Bake Shop. New sponsor for us this year.
Yep.
Turtle Crossing Espresso Bar and Bake Shop is located at 10152 Beach Drive in Calabash at the Calabash Cottages. Hours of operation Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday, 12 to 6. For information, you call 910-579-1500. Hours are seasonal. Call for hours during the off-season. Featuring fair trade, fresh ground coffee, including espresso, cappuccino, frappes, lattes, iced coffee, and tea, and fruit smoothies. Try our ever-popular New Jersey-style crumb cake, cannolis, macaroons, cupcakes, pies, cheesecake, and much more. We have a very large selection that you won't find elsewhere. Design and order a custom baked and decorated cake for any occasion. Come on over and sit in our open-air courtyard. We can't wait to meet you.
We certainly appreciate them being on board with us this year also as a sponsor. Hopefully they'll
a good old warm cup of Java,
nice,
a cappuccino,
cup
or
of
something.
Java and a cannoli or something,
or
something they got there would go great now, I'm sure. All right, Hoggard kicking off. That ball is going to hit the ground, and that's going to go picked up by.
That's Bubba. It looks like
Bubba McCray looks like he's going to pick that ball up and get up to not quite the 25, maybe the 24-yard line. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their 23-yard line. 5:52 in the second quarter. Hoggard 28. West Brunswick nothing. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Single setback in the backfield. Bubba McCray, Hunter in the shotgun formation, gets a snap. There's a quick handoff, and he's met right there.
Number 4, Hunter Ashburn, the ball carrier. Ladies and gentlemen, Trojan football on AT&T TV is brought to you by East Coast Moving, the Grisset Town, Longwood Fire and Rescue.
No pickup there, Chris. It looks like he was met right at the line. Well, looks like I'm going to give him 1. That'll be 2nd and 9 now for West Brunswick.
Espresso bar and bake shop.
Seems like it's an awful long time to get this play called
Yeah, it is.
in here.
I don't know what. Of course, we don't have a play clock running like some of the schools do, so they don't know where they're at with the play clock. But Hunter's rolling to the far side. He's still rolling. He's got some pursuit. There's a throw, and that's going to be. See where they give him the spot there. I don't know. That looks like Tristan Lewis right there.
Number 83, Tristan Lewis with the catch.
Tristan Lewis with the catch. It's going to be a yard short. That's going to put him at. It's going to put him 3rd and 1. It's going to put him at 3rd and 1.
Ashley Stout, will you report to
that ball spotted on the West Brunswick 30, looks like the 33-yard line, 32-yard line.
Registration table.
And I'm not sure if he got back to the line of scrimmage here, Chris.
I'm not sure he did either.
I tell you, it looks like they're blitzing the gaps.
Yeah.
Looks like they're blitzing the gaps, and the line. There's not enough linemen there to handle what's coming. One thing we don't have tonight, like we alluded to before, one thing that's hurting us on the offensive line is we got no blocking tight end.
Yeah.
You got 5 down linemen against 6, sometimes even 7. Against sometimes 6, even 7 on the defensive line.
Yep.
What they're doing is they're pulling the fullback up into the slot and trying to get him.
Yeah.
To block like a tight end would.
Right, exactly.
Now you got 2 wideouts. You got 4th and short, 4th and about a foot. And it looks like they went.
I think he got that.
Looks like they did a 15 pinch right there.
Well, right behind Josh Apierto, the center there.
Right, yeah, right behind Josh. Look, they're back in there. And it looks like they're giving him, well, let's see where they give him the spot. And that's a 1st down.
Yeah. 1st down, Trojans.
LeGarrette coming out there now, Chris. Looks like they're going to give him a little break. It looks like they got Alex Mercer in there in the game at the left guard spot. 1st and 10 for West Brunswick. Ball on the 35. Hunter back to pass. He's got some pursuit. He's on his feet. He's scrambling a little bit, and he gets creamed right in the backfield there.
Number 4, Hunter Ashburn, the ball carrier. Brought down by a host of Vikings.
That's a loss of about 5. That's going to put them, say, 2nd and 5. Ball back on about their 29-yard line. .236 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, the time's running. We got to get this ball downfield quick.
There's Hunter back to pass. He's looking downfield, and he's airing that baby out. And there's Quinlan. Just caught it on his fingertips there. Just had it on his fingertips. Couldn't quite pull it in.
Yeah, that was a good pass.
That was a good pass.
Just about maybe a yard too much in front of him.
Good effort right there by Quinlan to try to bring that in. And again, like you said, he had his man beat. So
well, I think our best chance out here to put points on the board is going one-on-one with these corners.
But but like you said, it's going to have to be in a rollout situation because he's getting maybe 2 seconds to set up in a pocket.
Yeah.
The pocket's not staying there very long.
Timeout taken by the Trojans.
Timeout by West Brunswick. 2:09 left to go in the second quarter. Now, Chris, I mean, what do you tell these guys at halftime? You go in at halftime, basically 28-0.
Well, what I would tell them, Mike, is the missed opportunities, and the mistakes on penalties. To go out there and try to play a mistake-free second half and try to establish something that they can take from this ball game,
right?
Even if it's a losing situation, that they can build on, and they can go back to the practice field, next week against Ashley,
right?
And say, hey, this is what we done good. This is what we didn't do good,
right?
And and correct those things. And I think Coach Hanna has been trying to do that all along. I've talked about the growth of this team,
right,
since we stepped on the field and played Socrates and Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach. I think we're a better football team. I believe we could take this football team and go back and play some of those games again. I believe we would. I believe we would. North Myrtle Beach, Socrates, I think would be a different outcome.
Yep.
So,
all right, Chris, 3rd and 15 here from the West Brunswick. Looks like about their 29-yard line. There's Bubba to the far side. I tell you, they got pursuit. They got pursuit to the ball.
Yeah.
Number 30, Bubba McCray, your ball carrier.
And, you watch that play right there. It's almost like the defensive line is not even trying to get penetration.
Yeah.
They're waiting to see who gets the ball, and then that's where they're
well, I tell you
pursuing
what, I've been keeping my eye on 42 linebacker for Hoggard, and I tell you what, he's impressed me as a linebacker of anybody I've seen play this year.
Yeah.
More cowbell. We need more cowbell out there.
So that puts them in a 4th down. That puts West Brunswick in a 4th and long, 4th and 15, say 14.
Well, what you're going to do is think about maybe, I don't know, but I mean you're going to give this ball back to Hoggard here with 2 minutes, and they scored very quickly last time.
Did. Yep.
So what you don't want to do is go in the locker room 35-0. So your goal here is to, I don't know, punt the ball and put your defense on the field and see if they can establish anything, or because we haven't been successful at hardly any team successful at 4th and 16,
right?
4th and 15, and so it looks like they are going to punt, which I think is the wise choice.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you got another.
No, you're not. That's your only. Yeah. And the only other thing you can do is air it out like he did over there to Quinlan and hope he beats his man and catches it. But and there's a bad snap.
Well,
bad snap. Hoggard's going to get that ball on about the West Brunswick. Looks like about the West Brunswick 13-yard line, 14-yard line.
Whew. Well, that's the worst thing that could have happened to you on that play.
Yep.
We got some good news. We got.
And we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Well,
in the last couple of ball games,
it's been an issue. It's been
an issue.
Silverado truck bed kick contest again.
And those are the things that goes along with having a perfect game. You got to do all those things.
Yes. Yeah, I don't.
The big thing at halftime, you asked me, is keeping the morale of these kids, believing that they can come out here in the second half and do better.
Yeah.
Make a difference.
All right, 1st and 10 for Hoggard from the West Brunswick 13. Rolling out to the near side. He's got a man in a flat, wide open. And he gets down to the 5.
Number 84, Nick Clay with the catch. Brought down by number 45, Brandon Worley.
That's going to give, that's a pickup of about 8 yards there. That's going to give them 2nd and goal from about the West Brunswick 5-yard line.
What you're probably going to see in the second half out of Hoggard, some substitute players coming in here and playing the second half.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hand off to the tailback.
Flag
like
coming
he's
in there.
Picked up.
There's a flag, Mike.
That looks like probably that may be a holding or a face. Well, it didn't look like a holding flag. It came from the backside. It looks like maybe a face mask penalty or something.
Mike, I've been looking at this
possibly be a hold.
Ashley and Laney's score. Laney's busted it out 35-18. One reason why I've been keeping up with it, I wanted to talk We're getting ready to go up to Wilmington and play Ashley, and Ashley hasn't won a game.
Yes.
But I'm looking at a Laney team that in the first half has put up 18 points against a pretty good Laney team.
Yeah.
And so, which is very important that these kids come out of this game with something positive.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to have to happen in the second half. We just haven't had anything much in this first half.
You got first and goal, Chris, from the 2-yard line. That was a personal foul, face mask on West Brunswick. Ball spotted on about the 2-yard line.
I think there was some movement right there.
There's a Timmy King had him in the backfield, and it looks like a touchdown for Hoggard.
I seen the backfield move a little bit before snap, but they didn't catch it. But
nope.
It's
so you got 1 minute to go in the second quarter. That kick is up, and it looks like it's good. So with a minute, Chris, with a minute left to go in the first half, it's Hoggard 35, West Brunswick nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. Score, Hoggard 35, West Brunswick 0.
Well, nothing's happened good on either side of the ball.
No.
The defense ain't been able to stop nobody.
No, the defense
Offense
can't
move
them.
the ball.
We can't generate anything. And
so it's
well, when we do generate stuff, we shoot ourselves in the foot. With penalties
we've had some success, and like I said, those are the things that you got.
Drop passes, and
you got to look at this of what we've done successfully here in this first half.
Yeah.
And come out here and execute it better in the second half.
Yeah.
And like you said, Hoggard's a far superior football team than any team we've played this year.
Yeah.
Including New Hanover.
Yeah.
Or Laney or maybe even Myrtle Beach. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we moved the ball on Myrtle Beach.
We did.
It was a very young team at
the
the beginning of the season.
Right.
I tell you what, we've been stifled here this first half.
We have. I mean, it's. I would have never have expected that we were that we would have had a shutout in the first half, and we shouldn't, because we had a touchdown drop in the end zone. We had another opportunity down here where we had the ball, within the 10-yard line, and we just haven't been able to do anything with it.
Well, we've actually had a timeout here. I'm not sure why West Brunswick took a timeout unless they just seen something the way. I don't think Hoggard was going to do anything out of the ordinary, but
no, I don't think so.
A seatbelt ticket in North Carolina costs a whopping $161. Trojan football is on ATMC TV. Brought to you by East Coast Moving, the Griffith Town Longwood Fire and Rescue Harness Trail, Southern Homes of Brunswick County.
All right, Chris. Hoggard kicking off again to us. I'm kind of getting tired of saying that, Hoggard kicking off to us.
Well,
I'd like to kick off to them a little bit.
Well,
other than the second half, we have to kick off to them in the second half.
We're going to. They get the ball next in the second half.
Yeah.
So.
A little shorter kick now. That's going to be caught by 44, Russ Gore. And he's going to be met right there. Looks like he's going to be met on the
your ball carrier.
Looks like he's going to be on up to about the 32-yard line.
What do you do here, Mike?
Well, Chris, I mean, you can. I think you continue to try to pass the ball. Maybe get down and eat. Maybe get a shot for the end zone.
I tell you what, one thing they've done, they've put Dylan Howard back at the quarterback. Well, no, they bring in Hunter. I guess they're going to run Dylan at a slot, maybe.
As a slot because Daquan Burgess just left the field.
That's exactly right.
I formation in the backfield for West. Russ Gore moved up into the slot. You got Shaquem out here at the slot, blocking off the edge. There's not much blocking off the edge, but
well, that's the first time they've tried a little swing screen, a little screen, or a little.
Yeah.
I mean screen. Excuse me. A little sweep, a little pitch out.
Yep.
That might be something they was looking at
Pick
to
up
see
about,
if they could.
look like about 2 yards. Pick up.
See if they could do that maybe in the second half.
Yeah, ball up to the 34-yard line.
They haven't been successful running the ball between the tackles.
No,
that's
they
for
haven't.
sure.
No,
Maybe
they
they can get it outside like
No,
that.
they haven't. There's Bubba met again.
That's going to be the second half. I mean, that's going to be the end of the first half.
Yeah, it's going to be 7. It's going to be 7 seconds to go right there. They're just going to run the clock down, and that's going to be it, Chris. End of the first half with the score: Hoggard 35, West Brunswick nothing. And we will be back in just a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to announce our 2014 fall seniors escorted by their parents. First, we're going to announce the football team. Up now we have Campbell Allspaw, escorted by Susan Carr, and he plans on attending East Carolina University. Next, Zachary Taylor, escorted by his parents, Wayne and Amanda Taylor. He plans on attending the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. Up now, Dylan Howard, escorted by his father, Kenneth Howard, and his grandmothers, Martha Method and Cheryl Howard. He plans on attending the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and major in biology. Next up, Timothy King, escorted by Ken and Stephanie King. He plans on attending Benedict. Next, Daniel McRaney. Daniel McRaney is escorted by his parents, Diane and William McRaney. He plans on attending North Carolina State University. Up now, Christopher Ash. Christopher is escorted by Diana Ash. He plans on attending either Liberty University or Air Force. Next, Devontae Hewitt, escorted by his mom, Yolanda Palmer, and his dad, Miguel Hewitt. He plans on attending the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. Up now, Monsieur Murray, escorted by his mother, Tamika Murray, and his father, D.K. Bellamy, and his brother, Alfred Frank. He plans on attending Fayetteville State University. Up now, Joshua DeSpirito, escorted by his parents, Mike and Thea DeSpirito. He plans on attending Western Carolina University. Up now, Dalton Vanstein, escorted by his mother, Jennifer Kierman. He plans on attending NC State University. Now we have Sharon Fullwood, escorted by Bonnie and Ashley Fullwood. He plans on attending the University of North Carolina in Charlotte. And also for the football team, Sherelle Grissett, escorted by the lovely Miss Megan Hardy, Leilani O'Neill, and Ariana Thomas. She plans on attending Appalachian State University and majoring in athletic training. And now, the dance team would like to announce Mr. Football for 2015. Are we ready for Mr. Football 2015? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Football for 2015, Mr. Zach Taylor. Okay, now back to the fall senior night. Now for the cross-country team, members of the cross-country team. First we have Bethany Frazier, escorted by her parents, Kelly and Kevin Lytek. She plans to attend the University of Mary Washington or Charleston Southern University to become a math teacher. Next up, we have Hannah Kaysen, escorted by Wynn Lavensdale and Henderson Kaysen. She plans on attending the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Next, Jenny James. Jenny is escorted by Kelly and David James. She plans on attending Wofford College. Next up, Mr. Aaron Norton. Aaron is escorted by his parents, Robert and Jennifer Norton. Robert plans on attending the University of North Carolina State University and majoring in aerospace engineering. Now for women's golf. First up, Miss Cameron Smith. Cameron is escorted by her granddad, Charles Parks. She plans on attending Queen's University in Charlotte, North Carolina. Next up, Megan Henson. She's escorted by her dad, Jeff Henson. She plans on attending East Carolina University or the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. Now for members of the dance team. First, we have Brianna Mintz. She is escorted by her parents, Jeffrey and Lisa Mintz. She's a member of the dance team for 4 years and she is a captain. Plans on attending the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Next, we have Madison Inman, escorted by her parents, Billy and Jane Inman. She's a member of the dance team for 4 years and she is also a captain. Plans on attending North Carolina State University and majoring in brand management and marketing. Next up, we have Shanna Wayne. She's escorted by her parents, Bob and Mary Wayne. She too is a member of the dance team for 4 years and she's a dance officer. She plans on attending North Carolina State University to major in biology. Next, Hannah Tripp, escorted by her parents, Diane and Phil Tripp. 4 years on the dance team, and she is also an officer. She plans on attending either East Carolina University or North Carolina State University to major in marketing. Next, Miss Melanie Britton, escorted by her parents, Michael and Michelle Britton. 3 years on the dance team, and she plans on attending the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Next, Tanisha Grissett, escorted by her parents, Larry and Joyce Grissett, and her sister, Jaleesa Grissett. She's been on the dance team for 2 years, and she plans on attending East Carolina University and majoring in nursing. Next, Kara Salzer. She's escorted by Grace Stone. She's a member of the dance team for 2 years and plans on attending East Carolina University to major in nursing and minor in dance. Next up for the dance team, Sarah Harmon. Sarah Harmon is escorted by John and Vicki Harmon. She's on the dance team for 2 years, and she plans on attending the University of North Carolina at Wilmington to major in marine biology. Now for members of the band. First, we have Ashley Dostal. She's escorted by her parents, Patrick and Irene Dostal. Plans on attending either University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill or North Carolina State University. Next, Joseph Babson. Joseph Babson is escorted by Heath and Lisa Babson. He plans on attending the University of North Carolina at Wilmington. Next up, Isaac Hawkins, escorted by his parents, Chris and Kim Hawkins. He plans on attending North Carolina State University to study public and applied history. Next up, Joe Lenneman. He's escorted by his mother, Amy Lenneman, and father, Eric Lenneman. Joe plans to attend East Carolina University to major in music education. Next up, Ray Gilbert. Ray is escorted by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert. He plans on attending the University of North Carolina at Pembroke to major in music. And next, Angie Beestead. She's escorted by Audrey and Marie Wilson Howell. She's undecided where she wants to go to college, but she plans on a career in radiology. Leading our seniors tonight are assistant principal, Ms. Buzz, and our principal, Mr. Aaron. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our 2014 seniors and their parents. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 2014 Fall Activities Parents Senior Night.
All right, Chris, we're getting ready to kick off to Hoggard to start the second half. Little flat kick there, gets picked up about the 20-yard line. Goes to the far side. And I'm telling you what, man, he is blistering down the sideline. He gets cut back, finally gets taken out.
Woo, that didn't
It's
start off
taken
good.
down to the West Brunswick 35-yard line. I tell you what, Chris, that's not how you wanted to start the second half right
Well,
there.
no, they wasn't getting nothing but hands on them people. I mean,
Right.
they wasn't getting nothing.
Right.
Woo.
So that gives Hoggard first and 10
I don't
from
think
the West
that's-
Brunswick 35-yard line.
I don't think that's the same fullback.
Looks like we got a flag. We got a false start
That is
on
not
Hoggard.
the same quarterback.
No, it's not. You got everybody's
Well,
different.
I don't know. That's not the same quarterback, is
No,
it?
it's not.
No.
It's not.
Running backfield's different. So
The Vikings.
You may
They're
have
going-
you may have different everything. Well, you got some offensive linemen.
they're
That are
doing
the same, but-
what we thought they was going to do.
Yeah. Just a straight handoff right off tackle there, Chris, and he gets met. He gets some of that penalty back. Looks like he gets maybe 4 yards of it back. That's going to give him second. Let's say second 12.
Sharon Fullwood with a little help from number 50, nasty Nate Gilbert.
Ball at the West Brunswick 36-yard line. The handoff to the far side. Looks like he's met right there just about the line of scrimmage. Looks like Josh Helton maybe on that tackle. Let's go put him third. Let's say third and 12. Third and a long 12 there for
Your ball carrier brought down
For
by
Hoggard.
number 60, Justin Davis.
I tell you, there's a little bit more bite in the air right now. It's a little,
Got colder.
cooler here.
Most definitely.
That's for sure. There's Looks like they're doing a little clock run down there, Chris.
Yeah,
He's just getting up to the line and just kind of taking his time, looking at the play clock, and just taking his time. He's back to pass. He's looking down there. He's got a man on the outside corner right there, and it looks like broken up. Looks like by Devontae Hewitt.
Pass is broken up by number 20, Devontae Hewitt.
Good
Well, what you
defensive,
do
good
is
defensive play over there. Look at the ball, and you put him in a punting
Brings
for
up a fourth down for the Vikings.
punting situation, which I got a feeling this guy probably doesn't punt the ball too much.
Well, probably not.
So they'll be punting the ball. That'll be let's say fourth and
What's the different little stance
12.
there and, on
It is a
the
different
line of
stance,
scrimmage? And now they turn.
Yep. That ball goes off the side of his foot, and that ball's going to roll, and they're going to let it. They're going to down that thing on about the 1 yard line.
Well, it looked like to me
Maybe the 2 yard line. He might have
he-
gone into it.
Yeah, but they're not calling it. They're
No,
calling
they're
it on
not.
the 1 yard line.
They are. They are.
We
So
got to
there's
get
a
little.
daunting task for the offensive
Yeah.
set right there for West Brunswick, starting they go 99 yards and say 98 yards.
Well, you're
for a
bringing in.
score.
Looks like this is another second team here on defense also.
Yep. Well,
Number 42.
Number 42 is
He's
still in there.
Yeah, they're going to keep some of them in there.
Yeah, yeah.
But you got quite a bit of them. Number 2's still in there.
Yep.
7. I think you got a new guy over there on
15's been in there.
new.
15 has been in there.
Secondary.
So to come to the far side, to the near side here, Bubba McCray may get maybe to the
He barely got.
maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 30, Bubba McCray, your ball carrier.
All right, Chris. Now you got second. Let's say second and 11. It looks like he lost a yard. You got second and 11 there from the 1. Bubba McCray's got a little bit of seam out here, Chris. He's got a hole, and he gets
That
up
was
to almost the 10.
That was a good block on
That was-
number 42.
Yep.
Coming through that hole, that was a great block on number 42.
Yep.
First time I've seen him actually get blocked.
Right.
Brought down by number 42.
That's going to give him about, let's say, 3rd and 4 now for West Brunswick. Ball spotted just
Hey,
inside their 10-yard line.
He got blocked, but he still pursued upfield and
Yeah.
and got in on the tackle.
Yep.
He's a very good linebacker.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's an athlete. Bubba McCray again looks like gets up back to he might have picked up a yard out of that. That's going to put him a 4th and about 2 for the first down.
Number 30, Bubba McCray, your ball carrier.
This will be a punting situation. Looks like we got a different punter back there now. It looks like we got
Well, that's still
looks like
Dylan.
Hunter. Looks like Hunter Howard.
Oh, okay.
I'm not Hunter Howard. It looks like Hunter Ashburn is going to punt it. Good punt by Hunter Howard. That's way back. That's going to take a nice roll. That's going to get him down to inside the Hoggard 40-yard line.
Number 4, Hunter Ashburn with a huge.
Dylan Howard was a long snapper on that. If you remember, he did that a
Dylan
couple
Howard
years.
did?
Yeah, long snapping.
Well, that's a good change. And Hunter got that ball off quick.
Yes,
I mean,
he did.
He
Got a nice roll out of it.
yeah.
So Hoggard will take over 1st and 10 from their looks like their 39-yard line. All right, 1st and 10 Hoggard from their 39-yard line. High formation in the backfield for Hoggard. 2 wideouts to the far side. Handoff to the nearest. The ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground, and it looks like West Brunswick
got
might
the
have that.
football.
There might be the break we need, Chris, at least for this moment. And that looks like Nasir Murray on that recovery.
Yep.
This looks like he just missed a handle on that. Nobody really hit him. He just missed a handle on that.
Well, the defense, I tell you what, the defensive ends are being much more aggressive on the inside here this second half. Not so much containment. And I don't know if that's a change they made, and or they're just actually. Right. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. I think.
Right.
Something I noticed.
All right, West Brunswick now 2 wide outs to the near. That's a first down for West Brunswick. They take over at the Hoggard 35-yard line. Hunter under center. Bubba McCray up there. Man, he's getting hit.
Number 30, Bubba McCray, your ball carrier.
He's getting hit right at the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, number 11 that time.
Another loss of about a yard there. It's going to be 2nd and 11 now for West Brunswick at the Hoggard 36.
That's 11 coming off of that defensive tackle or guard. That's the defensive guard position. He came right.
Hunter back in the shotgun formation. He's getting some serious pursuit there. Running to the far side and just kind of runs it out of bounds.
Number 4, Hunter Asper with the keeper.
Well, we're just not blocking, Mike. I watched that number 11 again. He went right up the gap.
Yep.
Right in the backfield, not even touched.
Yep. Yeah, I don't.
He'd been better off just throwing that ball away.
Yeah.
We lost yardage there, 3rd and.
Yeah, he lost. That's
I don't know what that
about
is.
Almost 3rd and
18.
They're at 3rd and 17 or 18.
Yeah. Got 3rd and 11 on the scoreboard. I believe they need to change that.
Yeah. That's what they had before. That's
Yeah.
what they had before this play. Need to add about another 5 or 6 to that.
Well, I would think we're in a throwing situation here.
Yeah, we are. We got 3rd and 16. Ball on the
They're coming.
42.
They're coming after him. They're coming.
There he is. He's got a man, and there's.
Yeah, I think it was thrown out of bounds.
Yeah. Looks like Quinlan Moore, intended for Quinlan Moore on the far side. That's going to be another punt situation for West Brunswick. All right, Chris. Looks like Hunter's going to be punting that ball. Gets that off again. Another decent punt there.
Yeah, he gets it off.
He's going to take it. Looks like he fair caught it at about the 10-yard line, so that's where that's going to take over.
He gets the ball off a lot quicker.
Let's go ahead and do a sponsor here real quick, Chris. ATMC not only offers local telephone service, but also a wide variety of additional services, including high-speed internet, cable TV, wireless, business communication, and security. From the early days to today, our top priority has always been to provide our customers with the communication services at an excellent value with outstanding customer service. At ATMC, it is a local company with local priorities. Contact them today at 910-754-4311 or check them out on the web at www.atmc.net.
Hey, that's a great tackle by number 35.
And that was 1st and 10 for Hoggard from their 10-yard line.
He caught him from the backside.
Brought down by number 73, Josh the Hammer Helton.
Several of them in there.
Like maybe a yard loss there.
They are being a lot more aggressive on that backside on defensive end.
Yeah, they probably made some adjustments, maybe made some, not personnel adjustments necessarily, but maybe some.
Shane just shot across there right there and got on the backside of that tackle from the opposite side.
Yeah, it looks like you got Campbell Allspot in there in the center. That's a loss of 1 there. It's 2nd and 11 for. There's a quick pitch to the far side. And he's up to, see where they give him the spot there. He's going to be close to the first down. I don't think he's quite going to get it.
No,
yeah, they gave it to him, so that's a move and change for Hoggard. At the ball spotted at their 20-yard line. 5:04 left in the third quarter.
27, your ball carrier.
Another hand out there, and they got him in the
he
backfield.
is.
There's a good push right there.
Well, look, there's another. There again, number 35,
Yep.
defensive end Shane, come shooting across there from the backside. They're very aggressive off the edge over there now.
Yep.
And it's working.
Yeah, it is. There's no gain there. That's second 10.
Number 34, Campbell Crush, all-star on the tackle.
Ball spotted at the 20-yard line of Hoggard. They just killing the clock there, Chris. He just
sure they are.
Let's let the clock run. Another pitch to the far side, and he's met in the backfield right there for sure. That's a loss of about 4, almost 5 there. That's going to put him about third, let's say third and 15.
I like what the defense is doing. I like their aggressiveness.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it wasn't as deep as I thought it was. Looks like they're only giving them about a yard loss on that, so it's going to be third and
12.
Third and 12. Yeah. They must give them some forward progress. Two wideouts to the near side now. The shotgun formation for Hoggard. He's back to pass. He's rolling to the near side. He's got a little bit of pressure. He's looking outside. And there's just a little bit overthrown.
Pass is incomplete to number 80.
That's going to be fourth down for Hoggard.
Valde.
Offense to get the ball back here, Chris. We'll see. Take that goose egg off the scoreboard if we don't do anything else. Here on senior night here at West Brunswick. You know, we haven't talked about that a whole lot, but, you know, you've experienced that. I've experienced the senior nights and the emotion that goes with, you know, playing your last home game.
Yeah, you've experienced it twice now.
Well, yeah, again tonight, and it wasn't any easier than the first time. Decent punch there by Hoggard, and that's going to be fielded.
That's fair catch.
It's going to be fielded, and that's a good call right there.
Pass is caught by number 83.
Tristan Lewis.
Well, I mean, I know some substitute players in there on offense, but, you know, that was a good defensive stand.
Sure.
And I think a little bit more of a different tactic there, it looked like to me.
Yeah.
Off of the edges.
Yeah. So you got first and 10 now for West Brunswick on the Hoggard 40. It's like the 47-yard line. Single setback for West Brunswick. Quick pitch to the near side to Bubba. You got a little bit of a seam there, Chris. Still got his legs churning.
Well, we talked about that. You know, they tried that right at the end of the first half, and I was wondering if they was going to try to go back to it.
Yeah.
Try to get outside quick.
It looks like a pickup of about 7 there. About 2nd and 3 now for West Brunswick. Ball spotted just outside the 40-yard line.
793 for your 50-50 raffle ticket. Second down for the Trojans.
Quick hit right there to Shaquem Hill, and he's still on his feet. He's fighting.
13, Shy Hill, your ball carrier.
Got another, maybe a yard out of that. Just give him about, maybe, let's say third and a long 1. Almost 2. That'll put the ball at the Hoggard 38-yard line. 2:05 left in the third quarter. The clock at the time's running fast now.
Well, is it a continuous clock?
Maybe after a certain point, it may be a continuous
have
clock.
Mercy rule.
Yep. Yep. I want to say it's 3 touchdowns, but I'm not sure about that. How that rule works there. It might just be it for second half. He get caught from behind there. He might have got back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Number 30, Bubba McRae, your ball carrier. First down, Trojans.
Well, I guess he did. They're going to give him. They're going to give him forward progress. I didn't think he quite got back to the line, but they're going to give him that forward progress, so that's good. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 for West Brunswick at the Hoggard 36. like you said, Chris, you're just looking for something positive to come out of the game here, so they can kind of boost you up for next week as we go to Ashley, and then potentially host a playoff game here at home in the first round. Another handoff. Hunter with the keeper goes to the far side. He gets up there to the. Looks like he's up there to a best pickup for Hunter there, about 6-yard pickup. It's going to give him 2nd and 4. Ball up to the. Looks like they spot that at the Hoggard 31-yard line. The clock running now, almost the end of the third quarter now, Chris. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Back to pass. He's got a quick slant out here to Quinlan Moore. He's got the first down. He gets up to about the Hoggard, looks like inside about the, about the 17-yard line. First down for West Brunswick at the Hoggard 17.
Yeah, we're not going to. This team can't afford to do is to say, hey, Ashley hasn't won a game.
No.
Because I'm looking at the updated score. Laney has moved ahead now. I think 38 to 18, but it was a tight ball game in the first half.
Yep.
And so.
Yeah. Quick pitch to Bubba McCray to the near side. Following some blockers up the side right there. Looks like a pickup of about, looks like that's going to move it up to about the 13-yard line. Picked up, let's say, of about 4. That'll give him second and 6 at the Hoggard 13-yard line. Six seconds to go in the third quarter. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. I formation in the backfield for the Trojans. Hand off to Bubba. Again, he's met.
Oh, yeah.
Again, he's met at the line of scrimmage.
All right, that's the end of the third quarter with the score.
And that's it for the third quarter, Chris, on that play there. That's going to be Hoggard 35, West Brunswick nothing. We'll do another sponsor here, East Coast Moving LLC. East Coast Moving is Brunswick County's local moving company that is licensed and experienced to work from Maine to Florida. Not only do they offer household and commercial moves, but several specialty services like professional packing, on-site loading, and on-site unloading. Since 2003, East Coast Moving has been recognized by community and the state of North Carolina, winning several awards. There are monthly diesel discounts, as mentioned on their website at eastcoastmovingllc.com. So find them online or reach them by telephone any Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 at 910-755-2058. Stop in at their new office on Highway 17 beside Coastal Tire. At East Coast Moving, a smooth move with us is a sure thing.
783-743. Come on up and claim your prize.
All right, Chris, getting ready to start the third quarter here. West Brunswick. Looks like West Brunswick has the ball on their 13-yard line. Gets up to about the 8 or 9 yard line for West Brunswick.
That was the collision of the week. Brought to you by Mo and Joe's.
That's going to put him at about a 4th and 2, Chris.
Yeah.
Ball spotted, looks like just inside the 10-yard line, almost the 9-yard line.
I'd do a little play action pass here. I really would. I mean, that's just what I would call.
Right.
I think they're going to be looking for the run.
Right.
I think you got a couple of new corners in there.
Yeah.
You don't have the tight end well, maybe you do. I think, well, you got the fullback playing that little H-back
Yeah, he's
position.
in the slot. Yeah, he's in the slot there, blocking as a tight end. There's Hunter off the.
He didn't make it.
No push there off the line. I'm telling you that.
No.
Number 4, Hunter Ashburn, your ball carrier.
They just kind of got stood up right there, and that didn't.
And the Vikings take over on downs.
Well, you got some new players coming in for West Brunswick.
Yep.
You got number 2. That's
yeah. I mean, you got that's going to take over. Hoggard's going to take over there on downs at the 9-yard at their 9-yard line. 10:53 in the fourth
31,
quarter.
You got 80. You got 2.
Yeah.
You got some.
You got Chris Ash on the far side. You got Austin Mockman, number 31, out there at this near side corner. Josh Woodard on this near side defensive end spot. Looks like he gets up to about the 15-yard line, Chris, maybe the 14-yard line. Pick up about 6 yards. That's going to be, let's say, 2nd and 4 for Hoggard.
2nd down for the Vikings.
Hand off to the near side. He got a little bit of a hole. Bounces it back outside. Gets down the sideline. Finally gets met right there. Almost the 30-yard line.
Man, some of our defensive guys got manhandled that play.
Yes, they did.
Hoggard with a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for Hoggard at their 30. Looks like they're going to spot that about the 30. Well, they moved it back about the 28-yard line.
You got 51 of them playing defensive end.
Yeah, 51, Daniel. He's been over there. He's been over there most of the game.
No, he's been at tackle, I believe.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Hand off to the near side. He gets hit in the backfield there by number 40.
Number 45, Brandon Worley with the tackle. I'm going to introduce some of the cheerleaders for us tonight.
Number 70 in there. I'm not sure.
I want to introduce Jacob Lawley, the Trojan mascot.
Number 70, number 54. I don't know what a lot of these numbers are.
Gracie Stefano, Emma Elliott, Amanda Fonseca, Joy Marlowe, Lily McKeithen,
I don't know.
David Wilson, Marissa Zettelmoyer, Kimberly Babson.
So
Not Sears, who I was trying to think of earlier.
Sears, number 2, yeah. Number 2, Nasir, yeah.
Dana Green.
That's going to put him second and 10 for Hoggard at their 28-yard line.
Kayla Norris. Caitlin Prince. Sierra Scott. Lucina Wise. Kaylin Bryant. Gabby George.
Still on his feet there, Chris. Finally gets stopped at about the 35-yard line. Just kind of ran that right off the middle there between that guard and the center. That's going to get him up. That's a pick of about 8 yards for Hoggard. That's going to put him 3rd and 2.
Bryn Spencer. Somebody, she needs some CPR.
Clock running, 7:40 to go in the ball game. Now he's met to the back there. They had the defensive line got some penetration there. Campbell Allspot
Campbell
in there with that tackle.
With the tackle, number 34.
Big
Looks
loss
like a
there. That's
punt.
going to put him. Yeah, that's going to put him a fourth and almost 4th and 6. It's going to put him in a punting position.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Looks like back for West Brunswick on that punt is Tristan Lewis. Gets that punt off straight up. He's called for a fair catch, and he's got it. He's got it right there at the West Brunswick.
Okay, Mike, I'm going to talk about our last senior here.
Okay.
Josh DeSpirito.
Okay.
Height's 5'11", weight 255. He's 17 years old, wears jersey number 60.
Yep.
Hometown Ocean Isle Beach. Positions played center,
Yep.
and he's played center in rec ball and
Yep.
high school ball, so that's
Yep.
a position that he's sort of made for himself.
He sure has.
If he plans to attend Western Carolina University, he wants to pursue the career of physical therapy.
Yep.
Favorite food is steak, and his favorite NFL team's Denver. And his favorite college is Western Carolina Catamounts.
Yeah.
And I went to school there, great school.
Yeah.
And his player is Ray Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
So Josh DeSpirito.
Yep. Yep.
He has
Expose
actually
for
been
him.
an anchor in the center of that line for 4 years. He's played all 4 years at center, I believe.
Yeah.
Here at,
Well, he played freshman year at JV and then came up and
Yeah.
got an opportunity to start as a sophomore and actually started as a sophomore against a Hoggard, as a matter of fact, and when we had them as a second game of the season.
Yep.
And has been playing that spot ever since, so he's done well there. Shaquem getting some chances to carry the ball, and that's going to give West Brunswick third down now from about just outside their 40-yard line. 5 minutes to go.
Mike, it's 5 minutes and 14 seconds,
Yeah.
and it's going to go by quick. And
Yeah,
we've always done a defense and offensive player of the game.
yeah.
So,
2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Quick pitch out here to Shaquem. He's got the handle on it, got a little bit of a seam, got cut down at the leg, cut down on his.
something that is very difficult to do in a game like this.
Yeah.
To try to isolate and single out one person on both sides of the ball.
It is. It is. It is. That gives West Brunswick a fourth and, let's say fourth and a long 4, almost 5. Ball at their 43-yard line. 2 wideouts to the far side. 1 to the near side. Hunter under center. Quick pitch to the outside to Shaquem. He's looking. He finds a seam, and it looks like he's got the first down. Looks like he's got the first down up there, Chris.
Once again, number 13. Shaquem Hill, your ball carrier. Looks like a first down.
It is a first down for West Brunswick. That was a good run there by Shaquem. That's going to be a first down for West Brunswick. The ball spotted at their 48-yard line. Chris, I'm going to go ahead and do another sponsor right here. We've got 4 minutes left in the game. Southern Homes of Brunswick County. Southern Homes of Brunswick County Incorporated is owned and operated by Wayne and Annette Taylor and has been serving Brunswick County since 1995. We offer custom home, new construction, and remodeling. We also have ready-to-sell homes that are available in the Calabash area. Southern Homes is your source for high-quality homes across the county and is available to meet you to find a home that meets your price and range without sacrificing craftsmanship. Relax as we build a new home so you can focus on building your family's memories. Southern Homes can be reached by phone at 910-575-5566 or by email at WayneTaylor5566@yahoo.com. All right, Chris, that was a loss of 2 there for West Brunswick. Ball back to about the 46. Shaquem, big hole up there now, and he's got some. If he can get it, still on his feet.
Well, he's dancing, stay
Still,
in.
yeah, he's dancing to stay in bounce there, and gets hit on the backside there. That's another pickup. A nice run there by Shaquem Hill. I tell you, sometimes late in the game, you know, you're like you alluded to earlier. You know, you look for stuff positive to go into next week. You don't have starters on both sides of the ball anymore for the most part,
right.
but you know, it gives, you know, you see the ability that some of these guys have.
Yeah.
Quick handoff to Russ Gore right up the middle. That gives them up to, that's about a pickup of about 3. That should be 2nd and 7 for West. The ball at the Hoggard.
Russ Gore on the carry.
Looks like at the Hoggard 20, almost the 29-yard line. That's going to be second and 7. Quick pitch to the far side to Shaquem. He turns it uphill. He's got a little bit. It gets caught from behind.
Mike, I'm going to go ahead and give offensive player of the game.
Okay.
We've talked about one of our seniors this year, Josh Espirito. He's been a center. You know, we don't give enough credit to the middle of the offensive line a lot of times on some of these games.
Right.
He's consistent. He, you know, very rarely do you see a bobbled snap.
Right.
He's played a consistent game today.
Yep.
I've watched him personally, and he's blocking and he's moving off the block and he's hitting somebody else.
Right.
And he does. He's just a consistent player on the offensive line. So I think offensive player of the game go number 60.
Okay.
Josh Espirito.
All right.
I'll let you pick the defense.
There's a quick hit there by Russ Gore on the carry there. That's going to put it be a 4th, and it looks like 4th and 4. Just a little over right at a minute in the game. Chris, I'm going to go ahead and do another sponsor.
Well, we talked about Grisham Town Longwood Fire and Rescue. The Haunted Trail is going on tonight. The 31st is $10 a person. 5 and under is free. It's out at Longwood Road, 758 Longwood, in Ocean Isle Beach. Contact them at 910-287-3030. Email them station31atmc.net. Visit them at GrishamTownFire.com. You can view them on Facebook and just search Grisham Town Longwood. 7th year they've done this. It's an annual fundraiser for the fire department. It started in 2009. They won 2010 and 11 WWAY TV3 award for best haunted attraction. We also want to mention Southern Homes of Brunswick County for being a sponsor.
Yep.
Owned and operated by Wayne and Annette Taylor, and also Turtle Crossing, Cupcakes Espresso Bar and Bait Shop.
Yep.
Out in Calabash.
Yep.
We want to thank them sponsors.
Absolutely.
We did not give a defense award. There really just wasn't much to give on defense.
Well, there wasn't, unfortunately. I'm sure there was probably some good individual play, but it was hard to find in there.
Hard to find tonight. 54 had a good game. The secondary struggled a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do recognize 54. He's in the middle of that defense, and he was in on a lot of plays.
Well,
number 9, number 35 both played good off the edge.
You could cluster a group of guys there.
But there's a whole group of them, 50, play good in so we're just not going to give it we just don't feel like there's one that stands out.
Right.
And so we're just not going to choose.
Right. It's just a tough night for the defense and a tough night for the offense, obviously, because we didn't put any points on the board. So, at the end of the game here, it's Hoggard 35 and West Brunswick nothing. But, you take that, like you talked about, do a little post-game action here, I guess, Chris, after, the clock's already run down and the teams are kind of shaking hands right now. But you gear up for Ashley next week, going to Wilmington, playing Ashley. You got to gear the guys up because, let's don't forget, we are the 3A conference champions in the Mid-Eastern Conference. So we've got a playoff game that we have to prepare for.
You ask yourself a question, and we talked about, you got to come out of this thing win or lose, and it's going to define who you are. Now, when is it going to define who you are? It's going to start on Monday morning on the practice field.
Yeah.
And how you come out and practice hard next week.
Right.
And prepare for an Ashley team, and which is going to, like you said, that game, after that game, you propelled right into the playoffs.
Right.
And then you're going up against other quality teams.
Right.
What can you take good from this? I don't really know. I mean, I'd have to go back and look at the film and pick out some good things.
Right.
But there's right now I'm concerned, and what I think the coach is probably is preaching right now is, hey, we got to put this game behind us.
Yeah.
We got to go into practice Monday, and we got to correct all the things that we've done wrong.
Yeah.
And we got to get better, because I feel like this team can go into the playoffs being a home game, and we've talked about that. Even with a loss here and maybe a win next week, and we don't know what seed's going to win or lose in the playoffs. There's a possibility that we could have a second home playoff team here, game here if we win our first one. So still a lot of opportunity out there for the Trojans. It's just they was just outplayed by a better team tonight.
Well, they were outplayed by a better team, and we saw that last year when we went up there when we went up to Hoggard and played. But the thing about it, Chris, is I know Coach Hanna and the staff have already attempted to do this and are striving to do this each game. Is that look at the mental aspect of it. It's not just the physical side, but it's the mental aspect.
Right.
The penalties and the holding calls and things like that shoot you in the foot when you have a drive going. So, with the last home game here, again, we want to thank ATMC for the opportunity to give us to be able to do this, and we'll have to talk and see if the Mid-Eastern Conference, will maybe allow us to do the first playoff game here.
Yep.
That's something we still have to figure out. But we want to let our people know that the game is brought to you by ATMC TV as well as East Coast Moving, Grisset Town, Longhorn Fire and Rescue, the Haunted Trail, Southern Homes of Brunswick County, Turtle Crossing Cupcakes, Espresso Bar and Bake Shop, and ATMC. You can find out more about these sponsors by visiting atmctv.com. Also, remember, DVDs of each game are for sale for $10 each. To purchase a DVD, stop by the game beforehand or email atmctv@atmcv.coop. And for that, Chris, I guess
that's a wrap.
It was great doing another year with you. So
enjoyed it.
Hopefully they'll ask us back for next year, and we'll keep plugging along.
Yep. Good night.
We will see everybody later.